what do they call this programming? Hello, everyone. Good morning to our live viewers. You are all welcome to this special live edition with our travel talk. This morning, we'll be doing a lot on. Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to our live program where we'll be looking at dual citizenship and residency by investment. Today we have a very special guest that is live in the studio. I'll be introducing her very shortly so that she will tell us all we need to know about dual citizenship and residency by investment. Before I welcome her, I would like us to go on a short break and let's see a clip on what dual citizenship is all about. Thank you and welcome back. Today, we'll be looking at dual citizenship and residency by investment. And we have the right person to do justice to this topic. There's no other person than Valeria Repretiva, who is the Executive Business Development in charge of our principal partners. I would like to acknowledge the presence of. You are welcome to this one.
Hello, everybody. Hello, I hope you can hear me well.
Thank you very much. You are highly welcome to this live show. It's a travel talk, and we are looking at dual citizenship and residency by investment. We'll go straight. If you don't mind, I would like you to tell us, our numerous viewers, what is dual citizenship and investment and the residency by investment?
Yes, absolutely. I will be more than happy to share my thoughts and to share my experience on this. So I believe that generally speaking, citizenship by investment is the great tool to consider nowadays. I believe today, and this pandemic in particular, demonstrate that counting strong pool of national identification and suggest potentially a need of diversification of existing nationality to avoid any dependency from the country of origin. Luckily, there are some options available for you to consider, which can offer you an alternative citizenship, which can be obtained absolutely remotely within just 3 to 4 months for yourself and your family. Well, I believe the fastest and most affordable way to obtain a second citizenship is offered today by the Caribbean countries, very well known Dominica and St. Kitts and Nevis. Actually, St. Kitts and Nevis was one of the first citizenship by investment countries to utilize a digital system through which to upload documents forming part of an application for citizenship by investment, having been implemented back in 2015. From my experience, I observed a huge popularity within recent years, actually once the pandemic started, towards an alternative citizenship. And it came especially from the clients who are originally from Nigeria, from Russia, from China, from India. So there is a huge demand towards this alternative citizenship by investment programs coming from countries from across the globe. And today I would like to share my kind of thoughts why this is being so popular and why this choice is being greatly kind of chosen by wealthy individuals from the globe.
Wow, great. Now, this is of great interest to know that Nigerians have actually been seeking this alternative means of acquiring a second citizenship. Maybe I should ask formally, who are those persons that are eligible for this citizenship by investment? Do you have any select individuals, or what are the criteria for those that are eligible for dual citizenship, especially for Nigerians?
I see. Well, this is a very good question. First of all, the prospective applicant has to be over 18 years old. That person should not have any criminal convictions and no political exposure. It's quite important to mention that that prospective candidate has to represent a good character, meaning that he or she should have a traceable source of fund, a good job to explain to the government, and of course, the intention of the application has to be justifiable. It might be the person might be willing to use the new citizenship as the travel document or perhaps as the plan B option to protect the family in case of a need. So just to justify kind of the actual application intentions. But this is pretty much all. There is nothing outstanding.
Oh, great. Great. Viewers, I'm sure you're following us live, and you're seeing that for anyone that desires to have a second citizenship, what you need is basically to let us know your source of funds, your goods, your character. You don't have political affiliation or exposures, and you can tell us what is your intent, why you want a second citizenship. Thank you very much. I would like to ask a follow-up question. Now, what are the benefits of having a second citizenship in the light of the global realities, especially with the outbreak of coronavirus and the dynamics of global, happenings? So what are the benefits of having this dual citizenship today?
Well, first of all, it's definitely a visa-free access to travel to the Schengen countries and
Hmm.
to the UK. I think it's one of the most popular reasons why wealthy individuals from across the globe and Nigeria, of course, as well, is driving such huge interest towards a Caribbean citizenship. But it's quite important to mention that this pandemic have shown that an opportunity and ability to move quickly to another country under the foreseen circumstances can be also another reason why Caribbean citizenship is being so popular within last years. Also, an opportunity to include and obtain citizenship immediately, not only for the main applicant, but for the additional dependents like children, parents, or even siblings, is another reason why Caribbean citizenship is being like a popular choice and destination for an alternative citizenship nowadays. I think it's the time right now to consider an alternative citizenship as an investment tool, and all the ways can be encouraging to kind of to see how this citizenship can be used in a different way rather than just a travel document. So with your new citizenship, you can also register a company and do business in another country. You can optimize your taxes as well, or even open a new bank account in the international bank. Also, quite importantly, you can provide an opportunity for your children to give them a prestigious British education, because once you become a citizen, you can receive other benefits when applying to some top UK universities, as the Caribbean countries are part of the Commonwealth of Nations. So there are various drivers and reasons why wealthy individuals from across the globe invest into an alternative citizenship. And it goes well beyond only as a visa-free travel document. So our job is to make sure that we cater to your prospective needs and we ensure that the choice of your jurisdiction is kind of well met. And it's our job to make sure that we will find out the most suitable option available for you and your family, of course.
Oh, great. Oh, this is very great. This is interesting to understand that you are even willing to render supportive services to ensure that you can give proper direction for those that want to get a second citizenship. I would like to know, based on the tag, it is dual citizenship and residency by investment. The underlying word is investment. So, what are the investment components? What are the investment options that is available in this program? And if you can tell us what is the most preferred option for Nigerians today?
Yes, of course. So, just to justify, there are like two ways to obtain an alternative citizenship by investment options available in Caribbean. So, one of the options is through the non-refundable donation route. And alternative, there is another way, it's a more kind of suitable to a big family applications, is an investment in a real estate option. So usually the amount of the contribution through the non-refundable donation route tends to be lower than the value of the property, but it can be refunded. So there is no rule which fits all in this case. Usually we advise to our clients the best option available for them, depending on their needs, objectives, budget, and of course the family composition. Generally speaking, a non-refundable donation route is more kind of justifiable and valuable for the single applicants because the minimum investment amount for the single applicant in Dominica, for instance, starts from just 100,000 US dollars. While when it comes to big families, and usually Nigerian clients tend to have big family applications, it makes them more reasonable to go ahead with the real estate route and invest towards share option because it makes the investment returnable on the completion of the minimum holding period. So in this case, they can enjoy all the benefits of the alternative citizenship and return the invested funds back on the completion of on the minimum holding period.
Oh, great. So, to emphasize that the best available option would have been to do a donation. But based on the fact that for Nigerians, because of the largeness of our family and the uniqueness of Nigerians, you recommend the real estate option. Viewers, you're hearing us live. We would like to let you know that these options are wonderful. And so, if you are looking at taking up a second citizenship by investment, then the real estate option will be very wonderful for you as Nigerians because it will accommodate your family and extended family. Now, this is beautiful because of the unique nature of the Nigerian family. Thank you very much. We also want to know um, now you've said that the real estate option is the best. I'd like you to emphasize that is it true that you recoup your investment with the interest at the expiration of the initial investment period? Because sometimes some people are asking, please tell me, are you saying that if I do this investment, so I can get my capital back? So I'd like you to emphasize to Nigerians watching you live that you can get back your investment when you choose the real estate option. Will I be right to say that?
Yes, absolutely. You can return your invested funds back. And on the top of that, it's quite worth mentioning that there is a high tendency of the real estate companies to offer some privileges while you're holding such investment. So they're usually suggesting to kind of offer you an option of dividends paid per annum. It can vary roughly between 2.5 up to 5%. So usually they say out of the total hotel profit that the hotel makes. And of course, it's worth mentioning that because of the pandemic and the tourism industry being heavily affected, but it's still like pandemic is just happening today, and I hope that on a completion of some years' time, we will see a better improvement in the tourism industry, which will drive some kind of tourists there. But definitely, one of the advantages of going ahead with the share route is an opportunity to keep your citizenship and return your invested funds back, which is quite attractive because with the non-refundable donation route, all the money I just paid and there are no returns on the investment. So I think the more people you include in your application, the investment amount makes it more justifiable to go ahead with the share route. Definitely, it's worth mentioning to all the participants of the event today that it cannot be any randomly chosen property or real estate objects. All these options have this kind of governmental regulations. So the real estate objects that they have to be pre-approved by the government in order to be eligible to provide you with the citizenship route. And it cannot be any randomly chosen property available on the market. So the property has to be pre-approved and listed. And it's quite a good thing to mention, I think, because there are a lot of kind of speculations happening on the market. And of course, it's our job to ensure that we provide the best option available on the market, matching the client budget and objectives today.
Wow, thank you very much. So, viewers, you've heard it clearly that if you're choosing the real estate option, that you'll get your investment. And guess what? That it is government regulated. So you're not dealing with scam. You're actually dealing directly with the government of this nation. And so they are predetermined real estate that you are advised to invest in. We are very glad to know that Nigerians are interested and they're embracing this opportunity of actually acquiring a second citizenship. Now, maybe just a follow-up question. What is the average processing time for the application approval, citizenship award, and eventual issuance of the passport? What is the average processing time? So that Nigerians will know that if you are beginning this, at least within this period, you'll be able to get what you want. Thank you.
Well, I believe this is once again a very great question. Usually speaking, generally, the process takes between 3 to 4 months from the start and
Wow.
until the main applicant and main applicant's family can enjoy all the benefits the Caribbean citizenship can offer. Of course, it's worth mentioning that there are various factors which might prospectively affect the processing times of the application because some of the applicants might have some difficulty to obtain some of the documents, so it might delay slightly the application processing. But usually speaking, it should not take over like 4 months period time. I believe, just to sum up this point, an opportunity and ability for the Caribbean citizenship to be granted within such a kind of short period of time. And since there are no residency requirements, no things like language test, all of this makes a Caribbean citizenship by investment a very attractive decision for all the people, and of course for the clients from Nigeria to grant the citizenship for their families within such short time constraints.
Oh, great. Now we are considering the fact that some persons may say, okay, if I take my first investment and at the expiration of that investment, I get my initial investment capital back. So what happens to my passport? What happens to the rights that I have as a citizen of that nation?
I see. Well, to be very honest with you, as long as you maintain this investment for the minimum holding period, in St. Kitts and Nevis, the minimum holding period is 7 years, while in the rest of the Caribbean islands, it's only 5 years. So as long as you maintain it within this time frame, there is no risk for you to kind of not to reapply successfully. The actual process of the passport renewal is very straightforward and easily done from the convenience of your home. And it's done as with any other passport. For example, in Nigeria, I'm sure there is a kind of national expiration time, where every time it ends, you have to use it and you have to reapply all over again. Same applies with the Caribbean citizenship, but as I mentioned previously, as long as you maintain the property for the minimum holding period, there are no risks. You can exit the investment and you can still comfortably renew your passport without any risks. So it's
Oh,
very
great.
straightforward.
Oh, this is very great and interesting to know. Now, viewers, I'm sure you are having this wonderful time with our principal partner. She has been taking us through the process of acquiring a second citizenship and residency by investment. If you are just joining us, it's a live session with our principal partner. And if you have any question you want to ask or things that are bothering you, feel free to quickly let us know. We are here to attend to you and to give you all you know. Let's just look at the various countries that are available that we're processing their dual citizenship. If you don't mind, just briefly tell us about these various countries and what is available, within this country. Just a brief of the various countries that we are actually promoting their dual citizenship at this time.
Yes, of course. So, just to sum up our discussion here today, there are five Caribbean jurisdictions which can offer you an alternative citizenship absolutely remotely within 3 to 4 months. So, those countries are St. Kitts and Nevis. It's a very well known, popular destination among our Nigerian clients. There is another program, Dominica, which is very attractive for the single applicants due to a very reasonable investment amount. I believe Grenada is also being a very popular choice, and simply because Grenada can offer you an access to E2 visa in the United States and visa-free China. So Antigua and Barbuda is another one, and Antigua and Barbuda is particularly interested for clients who are kind of very limited for the budget. It's a very affordable program for the families. And last but not least, I believe it's St. Lucia. It's another Caribbean jurisdiction which can offer you Caribbean citizenship by investment route. And also here today we've been discussing why Caribbean citizenship by investment programs have been so popular, especially within recent pandemic times and events happening worldwide. And of course, with a Caribbean passport, you can travel without visas to the any Schengen countries, as well as to the UK, Hong Kong, and Singapore. And as I said, in terms of travel, Grenada especially stands out because of the kind of possibility of visiting China without a visa, as well as opportunity to apply for an E2 business visa to the United States.
Oh, great, great. Now, viewers, we are glad to let you know that Jamaic Travel is actually the main agent, one of the main agents here in Nigeria, that you can actually process your dual citizenship with us. As a matter of fact, we would like our partner to just highlight on the step-by-step procedure of acquiring a dual citizenship, especially dealing with us as Geomet Travel. So just tell them that, okay, if you intend to get a dual citizenship while contacting us, these are the procedure.
Of course. So usually we provide an initial consultation, and as a part of this consultation, my professional kind of job is to ensure that we will find out the most suitable program available for you and your family, reasoning it behind your objectives, your budget, and your expectations from the program. Once we decide on the program choice, we are providing a complimentary due diligence before we proceed with any work, with any progress on the file, just to ensure that you and your family meets all program requirements, to ensure that we can take your file with the high probability of approval. In order for a complementary due diligence, we usually ask just for two documents. We would need a copy of your valid Nigerian passport along with the completed and signed client registration form. So those two documents would allow our professional legal team to proceed with the necessary checks just to ensure that you meet all program requirements and of course to evaluate your chances for approval before we start any progress on your file and before any payment take place. I believe it also provides some kind of peace and mind for our clients and their families that they can go ahead with this option. And this, I said, this is done absolutely free of charge. And usually, please allow us 24 hours in order to complete all the necessary checks to get back to you with the results.
Wonderful. At this point, we will not allow our principal partner to go without checking what our viewers are saying, but we'd like to go on a short break and then we'll be back. Just a short break. Please, Madam Valeria, just with us, be with us for 1 minute. Let's go on a short break.
Yes. Sure.
Rod is glad to be back live on our studios travel chat. Now, travel talk. This is Jomac Travel, Nigeria Limited, and we've been looking at dual citizenship and residency by investment. I'd like to encourage you, if you are here and you are thinking of acquiring a second citizenship, then don't waste any further time. Talk to us. We are the right people, and we have a very wonderful and strong principal partner, ably represented here by Lady Valeria Ribrit Siva. I trust that as the executive business developer, that she's willing to do everything to attend to Nigerians and give us the best results. Madam, we are very glad. We want to thank you very much for finding out time to be on our studio, the Travel Talk studio, powered by Jomac Travel. We can't let you go without finding out time for you to just tell our viewers how you value this partnership with Jomac Travel. And what does this partnership with Jomac Travel mean to you as our principal partner? And assure our viewers and Nigerians in general that it is safe, it is secured, and you are assured that you are dealing with a legitimate people when it comes to second citizenship or alternative citizenship or a dual citizenship and residency by investment. Thank you.
Well, I believe it's worth mentioning that it's absolute pleasure to work in partnership with Jomac Travel because we can cater to all the needs and meet all the requirements of our valuable clients coming from across from Nigeria, authorized people to work with because we have all the necessary licenses to assist us with the citizenship by investment options. And I believe correct citizenship is our kind of main destination. It's something that, and our kind of company agenda, we truly believe that there is not glove which fits all. Our legal team, along with travel, aim to find easy solutions to our clients' complex issues and need out a personalized solution for your families based on budget, timeline, and objectives, finding the most cost-effective citizenship route to meet your needs. I believe one of the primary reasons why people buy a second citizenship is to free themselves from absolute dependency on a single country. I'm advised to diversify financial investments across a variety of markets, property categories and industries, yet many people do not spread the political risk beyond their current jurisdiction. And I'm sure that today, in this year, in 2021, we can work out together with Jomoki Travel the most and the best solution for your family to kind of ensure that the decision that you make today towards an alternative Caribbean citizenship is the best for your future planning and for your family.
Wow, thank you very much. We have been speaking with the business development and personnel of our principal partner in the person of Valeria Ribritsiva. I hope I'm getting that name correctly. Or you want to
Yes,
call the name for our all right,
you're
thank you very
pronouncing
much.
it the right way. I'm glad to
Thank
hear
you.
this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, we will soon be done with the studio. We will not let our principal partner, we will now let our personal partner attend to other things. But at the expiration of this live chat, we are encouraging you not to delay any further. Maybe I should ask you, Madam Valeria, when is the best time to begin the process for a dual citizenship? When is the best time to begin? Do you think we should delay further or now is the best time?
To be very honest with you, right now St. Kitts and Nevis is offering a limited time offer available for
Wow,
big families under the
wow,
discounted deal because of the pandemic. And since
wow.
the deadline of this discounted deal is only by the end of this year, I think
Mm,
right now is the best time, like the last time actually, to make
mm,
sure that we can still make it within the deadline to ensure that the person, the main applicants, along with the family, can kind of apply under the discounted deal and still save a bit of money. So I think right now, if not like right now, you know what I
mm.
mean, is the best time to do so to enjoy all the benefits of the Caribbean citizenship, which can it offer.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much. Now we'll soon be going off the studio. We'd like you to just say a word or two to our viewers. Maybe your last statement. Is there anything you want to tell them why we end this program? What else would you like to tell viewers and Nigerians in particular?
Um, well, to be very honest, in past, before pandemic took place, I used to receive questions about the big investment requirements and why today the high price of the citizenship, like it is not, it's very justifiable. And I think pandemic have definitely shown and it made us feel, feel that we cannot rely on the on the dependency of only a single country citizenship. And I think that right now, today, with the pandemic, an alternative citizenship is no longer a status symbol, is no longer a luxury. It's actually a
Mm,
plan B option for your
mm,
family and for your loved ones in case of the need. And I hope that time will never come. But I think it's worth investing into something like this because you never know what the future can bring you, and an alternative citizenship can definitely offer you an alternative travel document which you can use to enjoy visa-free access to travel to the UK and to Europe. And of course, it can provide you a safety kind of that the family will require in the future. So it's definitely the right decision. And it's right now 2021. I feel like it's an exceptional time to invest in Caribbean citizenship program since this is truly a secure and strategic citizenship investment for your lifetime and for your future generations.
wow, great. Do you know my take on today is that getting a second citizenship is not a luxury. It's just like having a second line. It's just like having a second pair of shoes. So viewers, take this home. You need to get a second citizenship, and it's not a luxury. Thank you very much, Madam Valeria Ribritiva. It's been a wonderful time being with you, and then we hope that subsequently, when we call on you, you will join us for us to look at this wonderful opportunity that is available to Nigerians to acquire a second citizenship. Thank you very much for joining us today, and our viewers, you have heard second citizenship is not a luxury. Get it today. So it will. From us here, from the Travel Talk Studio, bye bye. Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you